back again with another stream talking about players that are linked to moves in and out of Arsenal. It seems like we're linked to absolutely everybody, and we've signed nobody because that's how we roll at the Banter Club. And it's going to be a long transfer window by the looks of it. Let me just divert your attention to the watch along I'm going to be doing later on this evening. I'm going to be doing the Leipzig Atletico Madrid game. So make sure you come and check that out. I will be streaming that live onto HOTMIC as well. The link for that is in the description of this video. So make sure when you download it, you type my code in. That does support the channel. Also, there is another app I want you to download as well. It's basically a 24-hour WhatsApp group without your phone number. So download that as well. It's called Flick. We've got nearly 200 people on that right now. Catching Terry from the football terrace up. So come on. Let's not muck about. Let's get overtaking him, man. The links for them are both in the description. Really cool apps as well. So go and check them out. Before we start talking about DACOURE, whose name I fully spelt wrong, by the way, and had to change it, I want to speak about this guy, Callum Chambers. He is being very heavily linked to a move to Fulham. Now, he was actually Fulham's player of the season when he played for them last season, not the season just completed, the season before, where he played pretty much most of it at CDM. And he has been linked again with a summer move. Well, it's going to be more of an autumn move, isn't it? An autumn move to Craven Cottage, who are back in the Premier League. They are up. They've got money to spend. They've got a lot of money to spend because obviously winning the playoff final is worth about 200 million quid to them. So they obviously want to go in for Callum Chambers, and the fee's around £12 million, which it's not great money, but it's only £4 million less than what we brought him for. So when you think about it like that, it might be worth just getting rid of him. It's 12 million quid, get him off the wage bill as well. And we move on and we can invest that into somebody else. We do need to get rid of some of these centre backs, and he is surplus to requirements, in my opinion. He's one that's not really good enough. He has good fits and bursts and the odd 5-6 game run where he plays very well, but then he goes back into capitulation mode and just looks out of his depth half the time. So yeah, for me, if they want him for £12 million, thank you very much. Give us the money, bank transfer it in, baby. We want it right now because we're skint FC apparently. Let's move on to this guy, Abdoulaye Doucoure, a player that I have wanted at Arsenal for about 2.5 years now, maybe longer. Proper midfielder. And we might be able to pick him up on a bit of a cheap one because they have been relegated because ultimately their whole team was pretty damn crap. But he was one of their better players, still is. And he is going to obviously want to come back to the Premier League. And he's going to want to, I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. And who's going to want to play his trade again in the Premier League. And we want him, apparently. Now, hopefully this story has got some weight behind it because he's a good player. And he would walk straight into our midfield because our midfield is absolutely garbage. And we need a little bit of skill, a little bit of brute force in that midfield. But not only that, he has got the driving force to continue forward. And he is very good on the ball. He's obviously very good in the tackle. He reminds me, this is going to sound really stupid because I'm not comparing him completely to Yaya Toure, but he does remind me in full flow of Yaya Toure. When he gets them legs galloping away, he is pretty damn decent, isn't he? So yeah, for me, that is somebody that I would really look to have in midfield. And listen, we've been linked with Torreira with a move away to Fiorentina. Obviously, Granit Xhaka looks like he's still going to be here next season. Maybe this guy next to Xhaka, I don't know. Is Thomas Partey coming? Is he not? I don't know. We are obviously looking at alternatives at the moment. He is one of them. He is a player that I would take even if we sign Thomas Partey. Because then when you go into some bigger games of the season, the bigger teams or the better teams, you can put Thomas Partey and him together in midfield. And all of a sudden, your midfield's a lot more solid than it is with Xhaka and Ceballos or Xhaka and Torreira. So yeah, I think that's a no-brainer. Not only that, he wouldn't have to relocate either because Watford's training ground is actually our old training ground, which means he would live locally. So he will know where our training ground is because it's right next door. So yeah, I think it's a pretty good deal. If we can get it done, I'll be over the moon with that. And it wouldn't cost that much money. Obviously, They have been relegated. It cost anywhere between about 30 to 40 million pounds. Let's be real here. We could possibly knock that down because Watford are going to be desperate for the money. I'd say if we could get him for around 28 to 32, 33 million pounds, I think that represents decent business, and I'd be well happy if we signed him. He's a player I've really admired for the last couple of years, and he's been punching above his weight at Watford. He deserves a better team than Watford. So yeah, there we go. Anyway, let's get into some of your comments and questions. I'm going to have to wrap this up in about 5 minutes because I do need to eat. I do need to pop to the shop, and I do need to set up the watch along that I'm doing. So I've left everything to lastminute.com. Last minute Lee, late Lee, whatever you want to call me. See you next Tuesday is quite often used. Big up my guy. How you doing, baby? I see you drinking the other day on your tractor. I see you. We have no steel, only blue steel at right back. Oh dear, oh dear. Hope you're well though, man. Hope you're good. And hope you're enjoying the sun in sunny Ireland, my friend. Will said he would take him. Good player, strong and physical, can get stuck in. He's very good with his feet as well. He can dribble past people quite easily. So yeah, man, definitely take him. Sell Chambers for 20 million, I think you mean. Big up DJ Fury. Not good enough. Not good enough, Lee. I'm definitely good enough, mate. Don't worry about that. We won her and all that one, mate. Come on, wins all day long, bro. How old is Doucoure? That's a great question. I should have done my homework for this, shouldn't I? Let's have a look. Doucoure, I think, is 27, but I may be wrong. I have been before, and I will be again. I'm sure he's... Let's have a look. 27, look at that. I was right. I was right, 27 years old. There you go. I think that's a good age as well. It's not too old. It's not too young. It's not going to be his last contract, so he's not going to be going for the mega bucks. Playing for Arsenal, he don't have to relocate. It's not going to cost that much money to get him in. It's not going to cost that money in wages. He massively improves our midfield. Why not get him? We want to close it in. He shoots, he scores. So yeah, man, Doucoure can actually defend well as well. Yes, he can. And this is the thing. When you play with a low block, yeah, and you want to park the bus, he's ideal to sit and marshal in front of that that back four or that back five. So yeah, for me, 100%, mate. This has got to be a deal that gets over the line. And hopefully we are interested in him. Hopefully it's not just paper talk. So yeah, man, I would be well happy if we could get him. I'm gonna call you Ron Jeremy, hardest working man on YouTube. Ron Jeremy, you know, Bluetooth baby, Bluetooth. Hope you're well, man. Hope you're good. Thank you for your donation as well as always, man. Appreciate that. 25 million max. Is the Gabriel deal still on? I'm not too sure, man. I'm not too sure if I'm honest, because I haven't seen any stories floating around about him in the last couple of days, and it's gone a bit quiet, which normally suggests that when it is quiet, that the deal was probably already done, or he would have been linked somewhere else, wouldn't he? But I don't know. I genuinely don't know, mate, if I'm honest. Big up, Jack. We actually agree on something. Party of Doucoure, yes. Yes, baby. That's what we're talking about. Afternoon, Chris. Doucoure all day long, if not party. Get them both. Just go for it, man. Splash the cash, FC, baby. Splash the cash. Gunner gang. Exactly. Smash the likes up. Smash the likes up. Do download HOTMIC as well if you haven't. And Flick. Do download that as well. More interaction on that throughout the day when I'm not on YouTube. So make sure you get on that. You can do your predictions for the games and stuff like that. It does. It's a little chart, a little leaderboard. Really good stuff coming up on that as well. And we're nearly on 200 followers on that. The link is in the description. That is free. You don't have to enter a code. That is free. HOTMIC, you have to put the code in, but it is still free. Make sure you get on both of them. It does support me on the channel. And I'm really competitive. And I'm not happy that Terry from Football Terrace has got more followers than me. So go and get on it, man. It's called Flick. It's in the description. Gabriel will join Napoli. I'm not so sure he will, you know. I'm not so sure he will. Sorry, I didn't even read your comment, did I? I like Doucoure, but does this mean no more party? I don't know, mate. Listen, we need a mass overhaul in midfield, if I'm honest. And if we can get a player in like Doucoure and pair him up with a party, even if you keep Granit Xhaka, all of a sudden we're still a lot better, aren't we? You know, Lucas Torreira's never been good enough for me. Never been good enough. And that has to change this summer or autumn, because if it doesn't, we're going to be having the same conversation next summer. Lille have an agreement with Napoli if Koulibaly is sold. Big bucks for Koulibaly, Rowan. Big bucks. Maybe we should go for Koulibaly. Maybe we should do that. Thanks for your donation, buddy. Aubameyang isn't announced tomorrow. What is this club doing? Bro, they suck the enjoyment out of everything, didn't they, this football club at times? We all know that Willian signed. What's the hold up? Where's Aubameyang's new deal? We know it's done. Thoughts on the Arsenal players taking a pay cut to pay Will.i.am's wages? You're a joker, bruv, I swear. Listen, on that note, I am going to have to bounce and get out of here. I will be back in about 55 minutes with a watch-along. Leipzig versus Atletico. That should be really good. Download HOTMIC, download Flick, and smash a thumbs up on this video if you haven't already. I'm out of here. See you in 50 minutes. Laters, peeps.